Hey everybody out there in YouTube land, Plejos here, bringing another round of SWTOR PvP. I'm playing my Operative Heels Hey-Blinkin, and with me as usual is my wife Ileana doing her tank thing. So this is a grand occasion, nay I say a momentous occasion, as this is my final round in the lower level second tier PvP. That's right, after this round Blinkin hit 65. So pretty soon we'll be doing some 65 PvP. I'm kind of anxious to do so. I have been saving up some comms, so I should be able to get some decent PvP gear. And we'll just see how that goes. Not quite sure when I'll be putting that up. I might start doing that tomorrow, maybe at least a round or two, just to feel it out a little bit. But yeah, I've been putting a lot of focus on Blinkin because I have been wanting to bring him up to 65. And right out the gate on this round, they didn't hit mid at all, so I just went up in here and capped it right away. I figured if there's a stealther around, they're going to have to come out of stealth to stop me. They don't. So I give a shout out to the wife, say I'm going over to snow since I saw several going over there. And she stays back in D's a little bit for a little while. But I think she eventually comes over here and helps us out as well too. Not as many people over here as I thought there were initially. It's probably a good thing we did come over here in the end though, because it does end up being a bit of a battle for a while here. So just throwing down my heels here a little bit, trying to keep people up. Get myself stunned as usual. Just throwing down some heals. And I see Ileana has joined us. She goes back to the turret as these guys go after the kill. And I decide to come back and hit the turret too, which is probably a good thing, because here in just a moment, Stealther is going to pop out. There he is. I think it was kind of funny, a Jedi shadow wearing a smuggler cap, a brimmed cap. I really like that cap, actually. I'd like to get a couple of those going. I've got one on Plejos, my smuggler. But I think it's kind of interesting to wear gear that doesn't look like your class, in my opinion. Actually, I think that's I don't know why, I just find that fairly interesting. But I really like those caps anyway, so I kind of need to get some of those going. But for a little while here, it's just me and Ileana, and we're holding our own pretty good. Keeping her alive, keeping me alive. And we get a little bit of help. Trying to keep them from getting this turret, which they don't get, spoiler. In fact, I don't think they ever get snow throughout this game. I don't believe. Get myself stunned again. But the enemies are just dropping. Let's try and throw some heals down. Ileana's taking a bit of damage, but keep her alive as well. I'm a little concerned here after that knockback, but they ended up killing them off pretty quick. So, and then we quickly go back over to snow, or over to mid rather. But I see we got grass as well too, so that's good. We still have 2 turrets. So I'm trying to get her healed up a little bit. I don't go into stealth here. I saw that guy come in and I tried to lure him away here a little bit in the hopes that maybe she can cap him mid. But then somebody else comes running up to mid there to cap with her and throws the whole thing out of whack. She gets really mad when she's on a node trying to cap it and somebody else comes up when she doesn't have any focus on her. Rightfully so. It's a little bit annoying. And of course it kept us from getting it, but I don't know though. I did see a stealther approaching anyway. That might have been done regardless. But I can't seem to keep her alive. So she's down. I try and lure them away again a little bit more. And find myself running. Running. I go back towards snow to get this assassin, or not this, what was he? Marauder off me. Throw down that stealth in combat because I didn't have any dots on me. And I was planning to come up over here and heal myself up a little bit while I'm out of combat and such, but I saw some damage being done to these guys down here, so I decided to come help. Didn't make it in time to save that guy, but I did keep this guy up here, and we do eventually get some help as well too. And in the process, I'm bringing myself back up a little bit too. Try to get out of the way a little bit, lure him after me or not. So I'm healing myself up, keeping him up a little bit. Keep running up the turret, making sure there's no stealthers around or nothing. And then I heal myself up. You can see there's a couple there. And of course, they've got grass and mid again now, so start making my way towards mid. Turn around and see both of them coming out, coming off that turret, but one of them goes back to D it up. So that's good news. This guy's coming along, so I just give him a stun. As soon as I get up to mid, I see it's pretty much clearing up. Throw some heals on Ileana, and they get the one that's there down. And that guy stunned decides to come back. But I think we get him down long enough where you can't interrupt, and sure enough we do. So we get mid, and he dies pretty quickly. I roll in the middle there, throw a little AoE heal down, make sure everybody's up and good. Saw that guy in the red going over there, so I decided to go follow. Which is a good thing. There was a call out for it. The guy was 4v1 for a little while, it looked like. And luckily some other team members saw it and quickly went over there. And we still keep them from getting it. So yeah, no more 64 PvP for Mervin, or for Hey-Blinkin. It's time to go to 65. It's kind of sad but exciting at the same time. Up for Klimt. Anyway, so I see snow's clear. Moving back to mid. And these guys are leaping at me, and the wife got concerned. She's like, "Are you being attacked?" I'm like, "Nope, they're all leaping to me." She's so good about watching my back. Trying to get up in here quickly to interrupt these guys, but he does a good job at taking them off the turret. And I see this sniper over here taking a bit of damage. He just got out of it alive. So I stand beside him for a little bit, throw some heals up, trying to encourage him to come out, and he does. So that's nice. Snipers could do a good bit of damage if they got some protection going on, a little bit of help to keep them alive. Once I get him up, I decide to run in there, and then I get knocked back. That's alright. I use my mobile heals. Just switching among the targets, not really trying to cap, you know, full heal, but just making sure they're all staying alive best I can. That trooper up there is trying to get me, but he doesn't do that much to me. Throw out some AoE. Roll out of the way. Yeah, the mobility on the Operative is really, really nice. So you got a little bit of netting on me there, so I decided to stop. Pretty sure that's the icon for netting anyway. Or not the icon, the animation. It's alright, I can stand and heal just as well as I can move and heal. And at the moment we got a 3 cap. 3 caps are always nice. I see my spider senses going on, that's what I call it, my spider senses. So I let the wife know, and we kind of run around looking for a stealther. So if you see her acting spastic, it's not because she's face rolling, she's actually trying to find the sniper or stealther. Face rolling, that's funny. But we both go stealth, maybe lure that stealther to try and get the turret. Not even sure if the stealth is aware that I'm there, but should know that she's probably there. So we're just looking, just looking. People in the chat are talking about this guy with the caps on. So I do my usual sarcasm and I'm like, loud noises! Anchorman reference, check! So we find the stealther, and here I go again, trying to do my stun on a white bar. I've really got to get used to that. Those stuns are just a waste on that white bar if you continue to use them. It's a real struggle for me. Several videos now I've talked about this. That's alright though, we'll get it eventually. I don't recall having that last time I played SWTOR. Maybe they had it all along too, I don't know. But another YouTuber, Vagran, I'm not sure how to pronounce his name, Vagran, pointed out the white bar to me and brought my attention to it, and ever since I've been really trying to focus on it. And unfortunately, though, usually I notice it after the fact, not so much while. But anyway, that's pretty much the game. We didn't end on a 3-cap, but we held our own pretty well. It was definitely heavily one-sided, and I apologize for that. I don't really like throwing these kind of videos up, but thought this was kind of nostalgic, being the final low-tier PvP for Blinkin. From here on out, it's 65 for Blinkin anyway. But if you like this video, like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Let's check out our stats here. Didn't quite hit the mill healing, but came pretty close though. And I was the only healer, but there was a lot of D'ing in this game. And Ileana got some nice protection, so we're checking her out there. And she and I tied for top objectives. But anyway, that's the game. So I'll see you in 65 PvP. Until next time, I bid you adieu. Peace.